I will tell the media for the first time. I have a similar story with Umar. I am from Chairman Nyanija. Seedy reported me with the Gambia government. He wanted to frustrate me. I am from Chairman, he knows that. In December, Seedy went to my family to apologize for hurting me and hurting my family. He went to my father's house to apologize that he hurt me, he reported me, he said all nonsense against me. So for me, it's not a surprise that he has done this to Umar. And not only Umar, I can even mention another person that he did so. But I wish that person would also come out on this media and say the same thing. He did it. I have a similar story with Umar. I want to tell the Gambian people, let them believe on Umar's story, because I am a victim like the way Umar is a victim. I am saying this because Umar's story is out. I left the Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education in February 2022. And I left because of Seedy. I left because Seedy reported me. I left because Seedy wanted to maltreat me. I left because Seedy wanted to frustrate me.
Some people might be asking this question: how does he reported you? What have you done? Can you please clarify that?
Yes. Interesting. In November,
this is Fine TV Gambia, your only viewpoint. We are back again with another amazing interview. We are here with an honorable man. He is not only a politician, but also venture into social work. And as we go through this interview, you will know a lot about him. Honorable, first of all, we thank you so much for honoring our invitation, and we want you to introduce yourself to our viewers before we start the interview proper.
thank you very much, Fan TV. Good morning, viewers. Good morning, listeners. My name is Mamadou Cham, born from Chairman Nyanija, Central River Region. Started my educational career from Chairman Lower Basic School, Chairman Upper Basic School, and finally Fatima Senior Secondary School in BM. After completing senior secondary school, I went to the Gambia College, and I was enrolled as a primary teacher, where I acquired a primary teacher certificate. Went back home to serve the people of Nyanija, and also as I was a teacher, I moved on obtaining more certificates where I studied human resource and gather more information about human management, as I was also a teacher. And with my activities and a lot of issues that were going through the Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education, through the regional director, Mr. Paul Mendy, with the former PS, Moses Sisao, I was redeployed to regional office to serve as an enrollment officer in Jinjambure.
What inspired you to be a teacher?
Basically, I'll be very honest with you. I never wanted to become a teacher. First, I started my nursing career, where I was enrolled as a CHN nurse. And during the course, I wasn't very comfortable with the system because my body wasn't accepting most of the issues that I was seeing, especially when it comes to blood. So later I have to quit that field, and I have no option but enroll myself to the Gambia College, where I've started the teaching journey. But honestly, when I get into the education field, I feel it was like that is where my service was badly needed, because when I've started, I first called myself as an accidental teacher, and in which I was very proud of saying that when I was with my former head teacher, Maso Ture, I often tell him, look, man, I am an accidental teacher. Man, legi na fi joge ma dem benen place. But later, I was inspired based on what I was like doing, especially when it comes to like the activities with the kids. I was so very close to the kids, and this pushed me to where I have to go extra miles to make them happy, and also connect myself with different societies when I was with education.
Wow. That's amazing. Many people who came from the provinces, after they achieve what they want, they will find a compound here, forget about their places. Uh, for you, we've always seen you going and coming. You've never forgot your village. Uh, we are meant to even understand that you've been helping a lot of people there. What gives you this motivation?
Yeah, interesting. This is a common question that many people ask. Most of the people from the provinces, anytime they're in the cities, they are no more interested in going back to the cities. For me, I often tell people coming to the city is just an opportunity that was given to me, but it doesn't mean that I have to stay in the city. Uh, the little thing that I have understand, the little thing that I have learned, I deem it necessary to go back to my people, serve them, inspire them, and at least make changes uh, onto many lives in the provinces. Because when I came to the city, I'm always jealous the life, the amenities here, the structures here that are not in the provinces. I ask myself that question: why do we have this in the cities and it's not in the provinces? And I also made to understand most of the rich people in the cities are not from the cities; they are from the provinces. I deem it necessary that for me, I will be an example that what could be attained or what could be achieved in the cities could also be achieved in the provinces. I was also made to understand most of the people competing, intelligent people in the universities, most of them are from the provinces. So I asked myself these questions. Why is it that we are not making it up into the provinces? I feel it's because like whenever we come to the cities, we are no more interested in going back, but we want to inculcate ourselves to the life in the cities that we may not be adopted to. So I decided I have to be in the cities, I have to be in the provinces to balance life. And I enjoy living in the provinces more than I live in the cities because like the life in the cities here is hectic, is frustrating, is challenging. But life in the provinces is so is so humanitarian, where people will socialize, people are living together with the little resources that they have. They're happy. So I find it very necessary that I have to be with the people in the provinces, fight, advocate, support, inspire that the life in the cities could be attained in the provinces too.
Could you elaborate on some of the projects that you normally bring to your people down there, if there's any?
Interesting. When I was working with education and I was posted in the provinces, I was posted in CRR before getting into the regional office. We form what we call the Manager and the Salon Task Force. These were civil servants of different professions. We have health personnel with us, we have agriculturists with us, we have teachers with us. We formed this union we call the Manager and Salon Task Force. This task force was formed in order to sensitize, advocate, and enlighten the people of Upper Salom and Lower Salom. So during this time, with the team, a very dedicated team, the likes of Sambu, who was a public health officer in Chairman, we have Mr. Babungom, Mr. Jaiti, and a lot of teachers who joined this organization. I was chosen as the chairman of the organization, where we visit communities that we feel look they neglect their health and they are not sending their children to school. We go there for community sensitizations, and in most of these communities, we presented ourselves as sons and daughters of those communities. So these are not people driving government vehicles or people driving, diplomacy into those communities, but these are people that are, that are daily dealing with them. So in this organization, we are able to enroll more than 1,000 kids back to school. And later, this is where the MRC Holland Foundation uh, came to CRR North. And the first school that they built in CRR North was Sincho Alasan. And Sincho Alasan uh, was identified by the Nyanaja and Salom Task Force because when we visited down there, we got some of the information that we needed to pass to the regional office. and the regional office acted on them based on the policies of MAPSI, where no child should trek more than 3 kilometers, and we find Tincho Alasan was far away from the nearest school. So then Tincho Alasan came through the Nyanija and Salom task force, and not only Tincho Alasan, the likes of Tamba, the likes of Porli, these were schools that were that we advocated for, we sensitized and communicated with the people, discussed with them, educate their kids. And also, we gave opportunity to people who sat the grade 9 results or grade 12 result could not make it up. We try by all means getting them back to school, support them with learning materials, and also empower them and encourage them. And as I speak to you right now, some of them are in the university right now doing their degrees through the Nyanija and Solom Task Force.
Oh, that's so amazing. Some people will say that hence they are paying tax to the area council or the government. They would have waited for them to do this kind of development. But for you, you decided to come together and develop your community. What also inspire you to see that unity is strength? We need to come together and help ourselves rather than waiting for the government.
During this course, I got interacted with so many communities, and this was where I was able to figure out the challenges that many people were going through. Because if I was seated at my own house or in my own community, I would have not known the challenge that people were going through. And one of the biggest challenges that the people of the provinces were going through was lack of water. So any community that we visit, we see women struggling on the local pumps. We see women struggling on covered wells. And when I was in the city, life in the cities was different from the life in the provinces. Because I can remember the water that I used to flush my toilet in the cities was cleaner than the water that the people in the provinces were drinking. So I often ask myself this question: what can I do for these people? Whom should I talk to? What should I write? What should I advocate? So I got the opportunity to write on the social media. I got the opportunity to meet friends. I got the opportunity to deal with people that supported my educational career, that were the work missionaries in Chairman Nyanija. So I visit communities and see the struggle that people were going through. And I decided I have to start with my own community, that was Chairman Nyanija. In 2017 was the first water borehole that I dug in the name of supporting, empowering, and helping women. In 2019, 2017, sorry, Chairman struggled. And thanks to, Mohamed Jah, who once came to the rescue of the people of Chairman and the Nyanja diaspora through the connection of our brother Bakariba, who helped the community by purchasing a generator that we were using by buying fuel in order to extract water from the main borehole. But this water was not enough, and yet still people were struggling. So through my connections with different people, I came to understand that I can do it with the connections that I have. I sent a message to the United Democratic Party leader Usaino Dabo and complained about the water shortages that my people were going through. He invited me to his office. Then he was the foreign minister. We talked about the challenges, and he told me, "Look, I won't promise you, but let's see what God will do." Few days he called me back to tell me, "Communicate with this company that is coming to your community, and is going to do water for the entire community." This is how I started my humanitarian projects with the people, and didn't only stop with Usaino Dabo. I got the connections meeting people like Jisuma Sise in the Leeds, who also connected me with the Akira team, World Care Foundation's Grains of Hope, to talk on the issues that are affecting the lives of the people in the Gambia, especially the provincial people. So from these organizations, we are able to expand our hands in so many communities to dig water boreholes for them, give them humanitarian support, especially during the rainy season where water flood is affecting so many communities. We get relief support for many communities in the provinces and also even in the cities. In the cities here, we focus more of supporting communities with water, madrasas with food, and also even in the beaches, women going around the beaches, we try to talk to them, discourage the life that they're going through in the beach, and also empower them with business that they start up. There's a woman that I don't want to mention her name here because it's on the media that is currently doing well based on the business that she's doing. And not only her, we got about 18 of them now who stopped going to the beaches and they have started their good business. They are doing well. We're monitoring them and also monitoring their business.
As they say, nothing comes easy in life. So, what are some of the challenges that you normally face in helping your community?
First, like I will do the challenges to the West because accountability is very, very important. Many people were not trusting us in the Gambia here because of the lessons or the experience that they have gone through. But I was lucky with Brother Mohammed Inam, who is one of those great people in the US, Mr. Jesu Masise, Akil Umar, Uncle Rafi. These are great people who trusted me with the millions of dollars based on accountability. Because when they travel to the Gambia, I often try all possible ways to take them to the companies like the Green Energy Solutions. This is one of the companies that we deal with in drinking water, and I believe is one of those companies that I have much respect for because they did well with the water boreholes that I have entrusted them, and the boreholes are doing fine. More than 10 years now, most of their boreholes are functioning, and anytime that I call them for maintenance, they are there to do what is right. So funding used to be one of the challenges in the West, but due to the trust that they have for me, and also some of the messages, some of the informations that we communicate and shared, and also the transparency that occur between us and the funding, encourage them to lobby for more funds, organize more fundraisings, and take the responsibility of coming to the Gambia, observing the projects, reporting, which encourage so many partners and donors that will give their monies to us, and this keep us going. So coming back to the community here, this is where we face most of the challenges because anytime that you start doing something good, you are attributed to different structures in the society. You are given names, you are labeled, or in fact, some people went further to say maybe you are against the government or you are not doing what you're doing it for the sake of humanity. Fine. Uh, in this world or in this country, whatever you're doing, you need to do what you think is right. It's not what people think is right. So for me, I do what I feel is right. It's not what people feel is right. I have people that I've consult. I have people that I seek advice of. My father is alive. I have brothers. I have family members. I have one of my inspirational leaders who is Pastor Muru Kamara, who I often consult in any projects that I have ventured myself to. So people feel like you're giving money that even the clothes that you're putting on, you're using the money to buy those clothes. And sometimes people feel you are a multi-millionaire because like people are giving you multi-million dollars to spend on them, and they expect you to be lavishing money on them also, or to be giving them money freely, while they don't know the monies that you are giving are not given to you, but they are given to implement projects. And those projects that are implemented, you will be accounted for financially, and you as human, you have to be honest to yourself. Then you can be honest to the people that have trust on you. And also the other part the other major challenge that we got in the country is the concept of projects. Whenever you deliver a project to a particular community, people don't take ownership. I often tell people the projects that we deliver does not belong to us. It belongs to the community. They need to take ownership. They need to take it as theirs. And because Gambian feel so much lazy and they feel so much like ready-made that everything must be done for them free. But now we discourage doing everything free, but also like partnership, community contributions matters. When we started this, we feel people are now taking ownership because in one way or the other they have contributed towards those projects. Locally, for me, my funding is not only coming from the West. With the Lord Mayor of Banjul, Rohim Mariglo, through Rafaela, we're doing well for my people in the provinces and for other communities in the Gambia. 3 months ago, we launched our 30 boreholes that we should be digging the quarter within 6 months, and we are there. And all this is in the interest and in the development of the Gambian people.
We've also realized that you've ventured into politics. Can you tell us what inspired you to be a politician?
Interesting. Politics was never my way. It was something that I've never intended to be part of, because all my educational career, from the primary level down to the college level, I've never involved myself in politics. In the college, I had never even come closer to the politics of the Gambia College. But in 2018, parliamentary election 2017, my stepdad contested in Yanija, and I was forced because he was one of those parents that I have much respect for. I have no option but to be part of his political team campaign. I joined him on the political trail. I was going with him. I was one of those people that he trusted. And even up to an extent, I was the campaign manager. Uh, we lost the elections, but with the message in Nyanaja that is still inspiring. And still now, our messages are just like people put them on their memory cards, people put them on their telephones, and you hear people listen to the message that we were giving them. In 2018, 2019, people will approach us that we have regretted the reasons why we didn't vote for your team. Because up to today, the messages that you people were relating are the facts and factual messages.
Did your father came in as an independent candidate or he was part of a political party?
Interesting. At first, he was chosen by the NRP, Hamad Bas party, and later, just about few hours, there was, a lot of commotions going on there, and many people who believe like Buba was not the type of guy that they will control when he's in the parliament. Buba is not the type of guy that they will be manipulating or they will be pushing into politics of caste division or whatsoever in the district. So they later communicated with Hamadba that Buba was a radical, Buba was rigid, so they cannot accept him in Yanich and whatsoever. Then, because I can remember the sponsorship paper that we took to Janjambure was under the NRP ticket. His name was already there as the sponsor candidate for NRP, but it was on our way heading to Janjambure that I have to cancel the NRP and put independent. So he was first chosen by the Niger executive, but few didn't accept it. They later communicated to Hamadba, and even Hamadba himself supported Buba at the initial state. But it was the last minute that people have to go and chew the ears of Hamadba. That Buba was somebody that he himself, Hamadba, will not be able to control. Then later they have to choose Amadou Kamara. Then we went in for independent, where even the current deputy speaker contested under the APRC ticket, but also lost in Yanija with I think 400 votes.
Oh,
Yes.
that's amazing. Coming back to you personally, what political party do you first join when you decided to now venture into politics?
For me, I have only one political party, and I joined only one political party. I once voted for Mama Kande,
Okay.
and that was the only political party that I voted for.
But then you don't join that
I
political.
did not join that political party. I joined UDP in 2017, and I become an active member of the party from 2017 to date. And
I
I'm
mean, UDP is the only political party you've ever joined since you officially.
officially. Yes. UDP is the only political party that I have joined officially, and is the only political party that I have held a position both from constituency level, regional level to national level.
What inspired you to join the UDP instead of other political parties?
UDP is one of the political parties that inspired me and that encouraged me, that supported me, that empowered me. And one of the reasons why I was inspired about the UDP is UDP was formed in 1996 and is one of the political parties that have struggled with the APRC government to deny APRC government or deny Yaya Jammeh venturing into a politics of divisions, politics of hatred, politics of destruction. It was only UDP that was a political party that stood in support of democracy in this country. We have a lot of other political parties that were on the ground, but do they stood the position that UDP stood to show the Gambian people the real meaning of a political party and what position should a political party take? UDP is the only political party that its executive members have struggled and abandoned their lives in the interest of the Gambian people. They could have been the people that would have enjoyed most if they wanted to, but no, living by a standard, living by example, and living by principles, UDP decided to stood for the interest of the Gambian people, not the interest of a party leader, not the interest of any other person, but the interest of the Gambian people. Usainu Dabo and his co, Usainu Dabo and the team, left all big positions offered nationally and internationally in the interest of the Gambian people. They risked their life going to jail in the interest of the Gambian people. So when I reflect about this and I decided to join politics, I said to myself, which political party should you join? I feel I should join a political party that works for the interests of the people. I feel I should join a political party that has sympathy for the Gambian people. I feel I should join a political party that has set a presidential example in this country. And UDP has manifested that during Yahya Jammeh's regime. Among all other political parties, UDP was the most standard structured political party during APRC regimes. Whatever is not in line in the interest of the Gambian people, UDP will come openly, reject it, no matter how it happens, no matter what the outcome might be, they will come and tell the Gambian people what they feel about the government. So for me, I have to be honest to myself that I have to join a political party that has principles. I have to join a political party that is well structured, that is well in the interest of the Gambian people. And that's the reason why I joined UDP.
You joined UDP in 2017, right? And at some point, some of your members left your party. Their reasons was that they don't believe in Dabo's leadership. In your own opinion, do you think Dabo should have given the chance to others to lead the political party?
Now, this is very, very interesting. And this is what the Gambian people, many Gambian people don't understand. Most of those people that left the UDP, they left in their own interest. They did not left the party in the interest of the Gambian people. They left one because they wanted to secure their positions. They left one because they only value themselves. Because that is the reason why they said, politics is all about interest. Most of the people saying politics is all about interest, they will grab any opportunity that is given to them. So most of those people left because they feel, look, it is an opportunity for us to be part of a government, not to build a government. So that is the reason why most of them left, and they've continued with Adama Barrow after the formation of the NPP. But where are those people now? Most of them are silenced. Their political career is over. Now, all what they will do is just to follow a government that don't value them, to follow a government that has no plan for them, and to follow a government that have no future for them.
Just of recent, this 2026, we've also seen another group emerge called the UMC. They are a political movement right now, not a political party. But some of them also believe that Mayor Bensouda should be the leader of UDP instead of Honorable Seedy Njie. So, what is your opinion in that?
Interesting. UMC are my brothers and my good friends in the UMC. People like Kemo Bojang, Talib himself, we are very close. Munage there, we are very close. Karafa Sonko, these are my good people. These are people that I've worked with. These are people that know me and I know them. But for me, my politics is based on principles. It's not about uh, pushing an agenda of any other person. It's about pushing the agenda of the Gambian people. I am UDP for a reason and I will be in UDP for a reason. Whenever I feel UDP is not the home that I feel, it's not working in the interest of the Gambian people, I'll quake and leave and join the party that I feel works in the interest of the Gambian people. So UMC, I wish them all best of luck as they have started their movement in a very, very structured manner. For me, well, I will not criticize them. I will not say anything bad about them because this is their constitutional right to form their own political party. And most of them believe, look, they were not respected, they were not honored in the UDP. That's the reason why they left. So if you're not honored in a particular home, you go and build your home. That is your right. That is their right.
Coming down to the village you came from, we've witnessed or seen a lot of prominent figures in this country who came from that end. And you've made mention that you've actually collaborated with some of the youth to develop that community. So, if I may ask, in your own opinion, what is the government doing to the people in that area, if you know anything?
For me, I will always say it is the responsibility of the government to do what is right for us. It's not a privilege. If they will construct road for us, it is our right. If they build schools for us, it's our right. If they build hospitals for us, it's our right. So for me, I feel government should not be bragging or dragging that we're building schools. That is a greater sign of failure. Because if they don't fail, they would have not think of building schools at the moment. They would have not think of constructing roads. It is our right to walk on the tar roads. It is our right to attend good healthcare system. It is our right to go to good schools. So government need to know it is their responsibility. They are not doing it for us because of sympathy. It is their right for them to do it for us. No government officers should go to Nyanija and be dragging the people of Nyanija, we building road for you. We have been paying tax. So if we are paying tax, it is their right for them to do it for us. So government should not be bragging about that. Well, government is doing, but they still have better or more things to do for us. And government need to reflect beyond the box. Development is not about only building roads. It's not about constructing hospitals. It's about easing the burden laid on the people. Survival is very, very, very important. You go and construct those roads for us, and people are buying a bag of rice at 1,600. With this current economy of the world, people are struggling. So government need to draw a line in easing the commodities for the people. We live in the cities these days. Look at how hard life in the cities are. The struggle, I can tell you, people in the cities here struggle more than the people in the village. People in the city suffer more than the people in the village. So government must come with mechanisms, and they should not focus their development based on politics because we're heading to December 2026. So government will do whatever they think will please the people, but that is not development. Let them do what is right and let them do what is in the interest of the Gambian people.
Are you just from your village, and I believe you know some of the problems or issues they are facing right now. If you are to advise the government, or if you want the government to help them right now, what areas do you think they should focus on?
See, I want to tell the Gambian people and the Gambian government that they need to be very careful with some of their government officers and some of the top government officers. They are misleading Adam Moboro and his government. They are not doing what is right and they are not reporting what is right. In Nyanija, 2 or 3 weeks ago, the vice president was in Nyanija in the name of groundbreaking of the Chairman maternity ward, which is false, which was never true. We believe it was just a political propaganda. We believe it was just like misleading the people of Nyanija. People of Nyanija deserve better. People of Nyanija deserve not to be misled by government. We want the government to be honest to us. We want the government to be truthful to us. Let them come and tell us what is right. They've denied the people of Chairman Nyanija. They've denied the Gambian diaspora, sons and daughters of this land, who contributed their money to build a maternity ward. And guess what? All those people that gathered their funds are not from Nyanija. And none of them is from CRR. These are Gambian brothers. So government rejected them since 2025, December 2025. Up to date, the people of Nyanija are without a maternity ward. Up to date, the people of Nyanija are with health crisis, no medication. So you want to come and build us blocks, buildings without medications? You want to come and build us blocks, buildings without health personnel? That is not the reason why we needed a maternity ward. We needed a maternity ward that is equipped. We needed a maternity ward with enough medications that our mothers will no more struggle to Bansang and Frafeni. Let them come and tell us what is right. Let them come and tell us when the projects will be implemented, and let them come and tell us who's going to implement the project. But they did not need to come and mislead us. We are tired of that.
You've said something that is very important, that they rejected you of a maternity ward, right? Can you tell us the reason, according to your own view, why did the government do that?
It's interesting. The Gambia diaspora, Gambian Brothers Association, based in the diaspora, who were connected to me through a friend, and we work on a project proposal, and this is where we end up proposing to build a maternity ward because the health system was debilitating, and the health system was weak up to an extent. Mothers through the maternity were struggling. So we had a budget in connections with the Gambia government through the Ministry of Health. We prepared the proposals and also the plan. In fact, the Ministry of Health, through their planning office, requested the plan, and they have to act on the plan based on the principles and policies of the Ministry of Health. The plan was adopted by the Gambia government, and also the Gambia government gave the diaspora the clearance, the acceptance to build a maternity ward in Chairman. In December 30th, we had the groundbreaking 2025. And December 2nd, we received a revoke letter coming from the Ministry of Health that government has revoked the permit that was given to the diaspora to build a maternity ward.
Right.
And the reason here is they said they acquired a grant from Africa Development Bank to build and refurbish the existing structures. And this was in 2026. And it was in 2025. From 2025 up to 2026, June today, that the Gambia government don't even bring a single block in that maternity ward.
And they deprived these people.
And they've denied the diaspora club, who in fact signed a contract with Sunshine Builders, and Sunshine Builders were in Chairman Nyanija to effect the project, and these people were denied. And 6,000 blocks or bricks are mold and lying in the maternity ward there.
And do you know the reason why
the reason here is, according to the current Deputy Speaker, Seedy Njie, he said, I am a member of the opposition party, and they can accept me being a member of the opposition party to build a mega project like that in Nyanija. And if that happens, that is going to be a big blow for the people of Chairman Nyanija. And the funniest part here is, how many projects do I implement in Chairman Nyanija? If Seedy want to deny me a name, he cannot, because I've implemented more projects than him in the district. I brought more projects than him, and I'm more influential than him in the district. I cared for the people more than him. Seedy don't bring even a single project, apart from a small water borehole that he brought and segregated the water borehole in Chairman Nyanija. Gave few people and deny other people of water in Chairman Nyanija. I personally brought 2 boreholes in Chairman Nyanija, and none of these boreholes is benefiting me. But the only small borehole that he brought in Chairman, you have to make sure that like the people of NPP benefited, because there are people who in fact have taps in their inside their houses. because they are NPP. And that borehole came through NPP. But where are the boreholes that came through UDP? He is a beneficiary. Before he brought that borehole, he was benefiting from the water that I brought in the district, in Niger, in Chama. So for him, he rejected the diaspora club because he said Modu is UDP and they cannot accept that.
And yet you are not the only person who is bringing that project.
In fact, I was just a focal person. I am not the one bringing the project. The project was brought by the diaspora club, and before this project, diaspora club refurbished or they renovated the polyclinic in Banjul and built the masjid in the polyclinic there. So during the COVID-19, the diaspora brought almost millions of dollars this year to the Ministry of Health. So rejecting me because I am UDP means rejecting the diaspora because they are Gambians who they believe were not subjective to their principles. Because most of them were claiming that before giving the projects to Moducham or using Moducham as a focal point, you would have used Seedy Njie or you would have used the National Assembly member. So this is where some of them were saying this, and in fact, government officers were like the likes of the Minister of Information, Dr. Ismail Sise, was saying, look, the project should have not go through an opposition figure. It should have come through the government, and the diaspora didn't use the right channels. If the diaspora didn't use the right channel, would they be permitted by the Gambia government? They would have been given they should have not been given the clearance, and the clearance come from through the Ministry of Health. So the clearance was given to the diaspora crop by the Ministry of Health through Dr. Nyasi. So the project was rejected because Modu is UDP. But is Modu only the beneficiary? How many people did it deprive from the benefit of this project? Modu is just 0.0% to the population of the people of Nyanja. And I bet most of the people that will benefit from this project should have been the NPP people because they suffer the struggle more than the people who support the opposition in Nyanja. Because politics in the provinces and opposition being in the provinces, you have to be self-independent. You will not be depending on anybody. If you depend on anybody, you will not survive it. So if I was depending on Seedy, I would have not survived. If I was depending on anybody or any figure from the NP, I would have not survived. And most of the people who are supporting the opposition are not dependent to any of these people. And most of the people supporting the NPP because they support NPP because they feel they can't do it alone. They feel, look, if they don't support NPP, they will not get the little gallons of oil or the bag of rice or the inducement that they are bringing to the people of Nyanja. That is the reason why some of them are supporting them. Yeah.
When this government came newly, they've told us that electricity crisis will be a thing of the past. But still, we've seen that the condition are persisting. So what is your opinion on this issue?
Yeah, it's very funny. What happened is yesterday we have the grand launching of the book dedicated to Her Excellency, the Lord Mayor of Banjul. Wake up early in the morning hoping there will be enough water for me to take shower, prepare myself and rush for the launching because we're starting at 10 o'clock. So I woke up, went to the shower, there was no water. I thought because maybe possibly there is no electricity or our cash power was finished. I went to check the meter and there was no light. And I asked it, look, the last 4 or 5 days there was no light here. I left to the grand launching without taking shower. I was there till around 11:30, then I was called that there is water, and I came back, took shower, and went back to the grand launching. This morning, the same thing is occurring. It's very disappointing. Now, where are the reserve machines that the president promised us? Where are they? Because we needed them in this situation here. He said they've got enough capacity up to an extent that there are reserve machines kept. Why are we still keeping them? If we have reserve machines, we needed them in these situations here. We needed them in this crisis here. Why are they still in the store? You see, we need to do away from the politics of misleading the Gambian people, because this is a national crisis. Since before the Tabaski, we have a lot of foods that are destroyed in our refrigerators. In our house, we don't have water. In our house, we don't keep nothing in our refrigerator at the moment. We're getting everything fresh from the market, use it in a day and forget about the rest. You cannot keep it in the house. This is not the Gambia that we wanted. This is not the Gambia that we yearned for. It's not the Gambia that we fought for in 2017. And we need the government to act immediately. We don't need excuses. If the president can tell the Gambian people we have enough capacity until we are keeping the rest, why are we still keeping it? So the president, he's either misleading people or he was misled. If he is misleading the people, he need to come back and apologize to the Gambian people. If he was misled, let him go back to Nawek and get those people accountable for, because they are really obstructing the life and livelihood of the Gambian people. They are not doing justice to the Gambian people. They are not helping the Gambian people, but rather ruling the businesses of the Gambian people.
You've actually interacted with Honorable Seedy Njie. Like you mentioned here, when you are seeking for that project, you went to his office, and perhaps one might think that you know a lot about him. If you are to describe him, what kind of leader is Honorable Seedy Njie, in your own opinion?
In one word, I will say he's a visionary leader. He's a leader that have the Gambia in heart. He's a leader that love this country. He's a leader that wishes best for this country. He's a leader that want the best for the Gambian people. And for me, I take him as the heart of the Gambian people. I quote him as the savior of the Gambian people. I take him as the salvations to the Gambian people. Because Ba Usainu knows the country and knows the people living in this country and knows the problem of the Gambian people. So solving the problem of the Gambian people, you must all need to know the problem of the Gambian people. And Ba Usainu knows that. So for me, Gambia cannot be salvated in the absence of His Excellency, Ba Usainu. Gambian people need to give him chance. And giving him chance doesn't mean giving him sympathy to rule the country. Is in the interest of the Gambian people. When we do so, we do the right thing. If we do not do so, well, the repercussion is here. We've seen it. Look at the insecurity of the country. Look at the high price skyrocketing in this country. Look at how we are living. Nobody is secured. Few days ago, we have one of our colleagues, the journalist, was rescuing somebody. So even now, if you are rescuing somebody, you are endangering your life. So we are in trouble, and the trouble that we all put ourselves into. And the only time we can remove this trouble on ourselves is by voting out Adama Barrow and install somebody that loves the country, somebody who knows the problem and knows administration of the country.
Coming down to what some of your political opponents will say about you, they will say that UDP is a tribalist party. Because I can remember not long ago, if Honourable Seedy Njie also mentioned that UDP is a party that is not tolerant. They, they always bring chaos in this country. Perhaps they normally say that UDP is a party for the Mandingos. So, what say do you have on that? What is your own opinion on that?
I will say first, the people who label UDP as a tribal or a Mandinka party are the tribal people. For me, I am a Fula from a mother and a Fula from a father. And I am more comfortable. I feel comfortable in UDP than how comfortable I am at my house. I am a representative of the UDP from regional level, constituency level to national level. So those people calling UDP a tribal party are the most tribal people. And they are the people that are working on tribal ethics. They are the people that will go back to their own families. If they are Fullers, they will go to the Fuller communities and label UDP as a Mandinka community. If they go to the Wolof community, they label UDP as a Mandinka community. And they're doing this just to divide and rule the Gambian people. Because they know if a UDP government is installed, the nonsenses going on in this country will never exit. They know the only way they can reinsert themselves in government is to divide and rule the Gambian people. If I am a Fuller from a mother and a Fuller from a father and feel home and feel secure in the UDP, so who are those Fullers calling UDP a Mandinka party? Who is Seedy Njie calling UDP a fitna party? Where is it? In 2017, who caused fitna in this country? Many people left their homes here. Many people died. Many people left stranded in the borders. Who caused it? It's Seedy. So if it was Seedy alone, Adama Barrow would have not been the president of this country. So who is Seedy to label UDP as a Mandinka party? Who is Seedy to label UDP as a fitna party? He is the most fitna person in this country that the Gambian people must put an eye onto him. Look at what he has caused between him and Umar. This shows you how tribal he himself is.
I was even about to come to that audio that was trending on social media. A conversation that happened between Honourable Seedy Njie and a journalist called Unai Pijallo. If you have had listened to that audio, what is your own analysis or your own opinion on that particular audio?
First of all, I will tell you, many people are saying the audio is AI, is false. Anybody who knows Seedy knows that's the way he is. That's the type of person he is, and that is the way he talks, and that is how he feels when he is talking to people. He always likes to make himself important in the midst of people. So that audio is true. It's from Seedy Njie. It's not AI. That's the type of person he is. And let me tell you this, and I will tell you this for the first time, and I will tell the media for the first time. I have a similar story with Umar. I am from Chamin Nyanija. Seedy reported me with the Gambia government. He wanted to frustrate me with the Gambia government. I am from Chamin. He knows that. In December, Seedy went to my family to apologize for hurting me and hurting my family. He went to my father's house to apologize that he hurt me, he reported me, he said all nonsense against me. So for me, it's not a surprise that he has done this to Umar. And not only Umar, I can even mention another person that he did so. But I wish that person would also come out on this media and say the same thing. He did it. I have a similar story with Umar. When I was leaving Wasu and receiving the warning letters and the letters that redeployment letter that they wrote to me, my warning letter was written to me in November and it was never given to me up to February 2022 when they won presidential elections. Seedy, in connection with IEC, rejected my younger brother's nominations in Janjambure to replace our candidate who withdrew Yaya So. So if Seedy can do this in Chairman Yanija, do this to his own brothers, who will not make me believe that he did it on Umar? Seedy need to go and apologize to Umar. And Seedy need to respect people and respect people's elders. If Umar and his family travel all the way from Nyamina Sare Gainako, especially Umar's parents, to the house of Seedy Njie, to talk to him about his own son, Seedy should have acted in a way that Umar should have not been in this trouble. And he should have not involved Umar in writing to say, look, you need to come out on the social media and say your passport wasn't confiscated, you were never reported, you were never invited by the SIS officers. And these are true facts. His passport was confiscated. He was reported, he was questioned by SIS officers. But look at the game that Seedy played on Umar. I want to tell the Gambian people, let them believe on Umar's story. Because I am a victim like the way Umar is a victim. I am saying this because Umar's story is out. I left the Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education in February 2022. And I left because of Seedy. I left because Seedy reported me. I left because Seedy wanted to maltreat me. I left because Seedy wanted to frustrate me. Yes.
Some people might be asking this question: how does he reported you? What have you done? Can you please clarify that to us?
Yes. Interesting. In November, the United Democratic Party came to Chairman Nyanja, in which I spoke on behalf of the youths during the campaign. Seedy wasn't happy with it because UDP is a political party that we feel could be the government in waiting. So it is our right that any political party that visits Nyanja, it is our right as used to express our feelings to all political parties and demand what we feel we need to demand as a team. So we did. I spoke on behalf of the youths. It is my constitutional right to belong to any political party that I feel like belonging to. And it's not only me. Do you know that in Chairman Nyanja, all the boys, the civil servants associated with me are from Chairman, who are born descendants of Chairman Nyanja, were transferred because of Seedy? He ordered their transferred. Some of them were transferred in Jarumbe Koto. And one of them left, who was the only mathematics teacher in the school. The school was left without a mathematics teacher for months. And that mathematics teacher is a son of Chairman Nyanja. Because Seedy wasn't happy with them, they are not answerable to him. They are not going to him. They have no business with him. He feels these people are opposition. They need to leave the community. And he collaborated with the regional office and they were transferred. So the issue of Umar is a fact. For me, I want to tell the Gambian people, Umar was forced and was brainwashed by Seedy to write an apology or to write and debunk the information that was going on. But what has happened, and Seedy has caused it. Yes.
Mr. Cham, the election, 2026 election is just at the corner. How prepared is the UDP around your end in Chairman Nyanja?
UDP is well grounded in Chairman Nyanja. Seedy and the NPP try all possible ways to break UDP and end UDP in Nyanja. They cannot, because people come to realize that UDP is the salvation for the Gambian people. UDP was labeled as a tribal party, and the people of Nyanja got to understand UDP is not a tribal political party, but the political party that is there in the interest of the Gambian people. You see, one concept about the Gambian people: whenever you are on the truthful position, people tell you to become harsh, people tell you to become rude, people tell you to become difficult. That is it. So as long as UDP is on the right road, people that are not righteous, people that are always manipulating, will not like to associate themselves with UDP. They will try by all possible means to damage and call UDP names. So 2026 December, it's left to the Gambian people. And I always tell this to the Gambian. I'm not telling Gambian people because I am harsh. I am telling Gambian people the reality. The ball is in their court. The people that are complaining, crying today, are the people that voted for NPP. The people that are suffering in this country are the people that voted for NPP. The people that are struggling to pay their rents, the people that are struggling to put food on the table, the people that are struggling for insecurity in this country were the people that voted for NPP. So let them hold their votes, confiscate them out of the NPP box and give them the UDP. Let them give us chance. And we will really show them the patriotism in the UDP, the love that UDP have for this country since 1996.
I have also seen you several times with the Lord Mayor of Banjul. So can you tell us what connection do you have with her?
Is for the case of Rocky, I take her as a mother, and I take her as my political godmother. And the reason here is based on her developmental patterns. Is based on the love that she has for the Gambian people, especially women. We are very, very, very close, and close for a reason. And the reason here is the love that she has for the people in the provinces, the love that he has for the Gambian people. Among all the politicians in this country, born and raised in the cities, Rohi is the only politician that will leave the city travel to the village, interact with the people in the villages when it's not election time. Since 2021 presidential election is gone, Rohi is the only politician that would travel to the villages week in, week out, inaugurate boreholes, implement boreholes, buy million machines, fence gardens, support Arabic schools, sponsor children's, sponsor social events, sponsor football tournaments. Last week I was in Sabak Sanja. I represented her in Sabak Sanja to play a football final, where she sponsored the tournament of $100,000. And currently there's a tournament going on in Yomi, Lumen. She sponsored $100,000 there. This is why I said she's the only politician born and raised in the cities who have heart for the people in the provinces. And those people, I am part of them. So for me, Rohi is one in a million in this country. Because if you go to Nyanija, you go to Krewan Sitakoto, Rohi bought a milling machine for them. And these people were traveling in 8 kilometers from Sitakoto to Bati. Now, over 6 years, these people are not stepping a step out of their village. If you go to Welingara, this community was established around 1956, 1957. They have never seen a tap. If you go to their village today, they have 12 taps rolling within the community and they have a garden. And they have the best water in Nyanija. Water crisis in Nyanija, everybody will go to Welingara to fetch water. If you go to my own community in Chairman, 2 weeks ago, I transported a million masjid for the women of Chairman Nyanija. And these people are not people, these are people that are not voting for Rohi Malilo. They didn't make her a mayor. They didn't make her, they have not contributed to the rise of Rohi Malilo. But today, Rohi is doing wonders for them. As I speak to you, we're heading to Nyanija in the next 2-3 weeks, where we will be inaugurating about 4 or 5 boreholes for the people of Nyanija. Today, we are going to Tintinto in the West Coast region here around Farato. We're going to inaugurate a borehole there. So where are the politicians? For me, Rohi Malilo is a politician, a mother that I hold high regards because she's an exemplary. She's the one that is there for the Gambian people. She's the one that I believe when the Gambian people entrusted her with the leadership that they want to, the Gambia will receive what we want from politicians. And all the resources that she is bringing in the country are not coming from the government. But she's the one lobbying them. And today she is the president of Rafaela. If she's the president of Rafaela and doing this for the Gambian people, I believe the Gambian people and Rohi deserve that respect from the Gambian people.
So, if you had to describe Ajarasu Rohi Malilo as far as women empowerment is concerned, how are you going to describe her in few words?
Rohi is a champion for women. Rohi is a dedicated lover of the women. And not only women, even youths. Rohi is working on the farming project where he wishes to support farmers in the provinces. Farmers who struggle to get oxes, horses, donkeys, or ox to work with during the rainy season, machines to do the plowing and sowing. We're working on the project to see how best we will support them, that they will get the enough materials that they need in order to do their farming so that they will be self-sufficient. So Rohi, her love for the Gambian people, her love for the people in the provinces is unestimable. Rohi is somebody that we all cherished and that I personally hold on high regards.
We've also witnessed supplementary voter registration around your end. Can you tell us your own assessment with the whole process?
For me, in my district, in my region, I was among the regional supervisors and I was among the district supervisors. And to be honest with you, the team posted in Upper Salom and Yanija were doing well. Despite few challenges coming from alkalis and other prominent NPP supporters who wanted to force the issue of registering underage children, but these people were doing well. They didn't accept any form of illegalities. Uh, we might not say they were perfect, but they did well. They did well.
What adjustment do you think they should do next time?
All the adjustment that for me, I have only one recommendation, and the recommendation here is attestation coming from the alkalis must be stopped. People need to have the valid documents. They either come with birth certificates, national ID cards, or the Gambian passports. But this association, as long as they're there and IC didn't act on them, we must expect irregularities because at the alcalos, uh, especially those in the provinces, believe they have to work in the interest of the government, not to do what is right, but just to do what they feel will give them the credibility in the government. So attestation are issues that we need to discourage. People need to have the valid documents that they need to hold as Gambians.
Let's briefly talk about the former CDS who just resigned from his portfolio after being accused by his former orderly. In your own opinion, do you think he should resign?
Yeah, corruption is something that we should all fight against, and it's something that we should not encourage. Uh, One thing that I would tell the Gambian people is they need to launch, Gambia government, they need to launch a proper investigation onto the former CDS. The reason why he is alleged corrupt by his orderly, there are elements of fact. So they need to investigate and tell the Gambian people who is this former CDS and why was he alleged for corruptions and what were the corruption allegations that were alleged on him, and let them give us the facts. Let them investigate and give us the facts. We all need to collectively fight our corruptions. If a top CDS, top government officer is involved in corruptions, and if he is let go free, then we find ourselves in a very difficult country. Government need to investigate him and investigate him properly and investigate him independently, not to witch hunt him, but let them get the facts and let the Gambian people know the reality.
This election coming, do you see UDP winning?
UDP winning is left to the Gambian people. UDP is already a winner in this country. UDP has already showcased their love and their wishes to the Gambian people. So Gambian people knows the struggle that they have going through, lack of electricity in this country, insecurity, high cost of living, you know, invasion of foreigners in this country. We have fraudsters all over the country. We have corruptions going on from top government officers. We have all witnessed to this. And the only way we can make an end to this is to change this corrupt government. If the government is corrupt, starting from the president, even the president is more corrupt than anybody that you can see in this country. Look at the land that he acquired for himself. This is where corruption begins. If you can rush onto a land that does not belong to you, it's a state property, and you as the president, you want to take it as your own. So do you expect the subordinate to do what is right? No. So we need to end this Barrow's government. And ending Barrow government is jihad because we're working to build a government or to build a country that will only accept 2 terms for a president. So if they give Barrow the chance to go for a third term president, you don't expect another president to go for only for a second term. So we need to stop Adama Barrow as the Senegalese stop the regime of Macky Sall. So because Macky Sall and Adama Barrow are almost the same. So we have all seen how Senegal is being liberated now, despite that they have struggles that they are going through, administrative lapses. But the Senegalese people stood their position and end Macky Sall's regime. And they are building a regime that they want for themselves. So the same thing that the Gambian people need to do.
Finally, Honorable Cham, what will be your final remarks to the general public as far as today's interview is concerned. I know perhaps this might not be our last interview. If we have time, we will be coming here also to have another interview with you. But as far as today's interview is concerned, what will be your final remarks?
Basically, I will throw words to the Deputy Speaker of the National Assembly. My brother Seedy, do what is right and do not subject the Gambian people to issues that are hurting. Umar is innocent. Umar invited you as a chief guest speaker in their community. Umar did not invite Talib Ahmed Bensouda in their community, but the community chose Talib as their village choice. Whatever happens there is in relationship to the program. Umar is innocent, and Umar need to go back to his position as a reporter to the office of the vice president. You have troubled him. You hurt him and hurt his family. You just wanted to take an advantage on him. I appeal to you as a brother from Chairman Nyanija that you need to work on the issues of Umar, and what has happened, but Umar is free and Umar must be free. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Honorable Chan. It was a pleasure to have you on our platform.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Yes.